afternoon. Good afternoon. This video is coming out on tomorrow. So today's Monday. So if you guys are watching this from a week from now, happy Monday. If you guys are watching this tomorrow, happy Tuesday. And as always, you guys are watching this on any other day, weekend, happy weekend. Gotta get through the week, you know, before that 2-day break. If you're working on the weekend, I'm sorry. But as always, you know, it's hot. It's Florida right now is just perpetually hot. It is just ungodly hot. But you know, we're in August, which means we're in peak season. So Florida is now reaching its peak. So what do I mean by that? So Florida, like I said in videos, has its rainy season, right? Its rainy season starts technically June 1, but it rains in May. Like beginning of May is when the rain starts picking up, but the wet season or the rainy season officially starts June 1 is when everyone says. But hurricane season starts June or May. I don't know. I've lived here for so long, I don't even know when hurricane season starts. I just know May is like the beginning of everything, where everything just starts building up, and like June, I think June's also the beginning of hurricane season. I don't really know. Like, I don't really care. I just know I deal with the hurricanes, and that's all I really can do. But the video is about hurricanes and rain and heat and humidity. The suck is pretty much what it is. Because today, like I was in the field, oh my God, I had so much swamp running through my trousers again. I'm giving the St. Johns River a run for its money. And the St. Johns River is a river. It doesn't run dry. I was free flowing today. Yeah, it was gross. I'm heading home and I'm going immediately to the shower. But that's not the point of the video. So the peak season, right? So hurricane season kind of peaks in August. Well, not August. It peaks in August and September and a little bit of October. So we're entering that peak season of where Florida is pretty much going to start getting smashed with a lot of rain. Like tropical storms, depressions, and hurricanes is when we're about to start. We really start experiencing it in August, and which is true. Like I was in the gym today, and at 5 a.m. they had the morning news on, and they had the weatherman on, and immediately there's already a disturbance happening south of the Dominican Republic or something like that, and there's a 50% chance of it already developing, and we're 4 days into August, which is right on schedule for what to expect with Florida. Is that August and September, everything picks up for hurricane season. It's when, or like hurricanes become more prevalent, or there's a greater odds of them developing and actually hitting the mainland of Florida. And that's very much true. Like that's very, very true. And the rainy season kind of peaks around here too, because of all the moisture, all the humidity, the moisture that's pretty much been building up and been here. Pretty much August and September are pretty wet annually, at least up here in North Florida, for rain. I don't know, it may be different down in South Florida. I can't really speak for that. I've never lived in South Florida. I don't plan on living in South Florida, so I'll never know. So if you guys do live in South Florida, let me know if your rain season also peaks around this time of the year as well. And also our temperatures. Our temperatures pretty much peak in August, like the middle of August. Like the 3rd, 4th week is like the hottest. Everything's hot in Florida. But like in terms of like high temperatures of like you see like 95 or whatever, pretty much they peak around mid-August, and then they start falling off gradually, but very, very slowly. So it'll be like 95 for like say a week straight, but then next week it'll start to be like 93 or 92. But the temperatures start weaning off, but it doesn't mean it's not hot. It doesn't mean it's gonna be like 80 out in September. That doesn't happen. It's still gonna be 90 plus. It's still gonna be very hot. The heat index and the fuels, like, they're still gonna be very high. It'll probably be in the high 90s, probably low 100s. Like, it won't be 115 feels like, but it'll be like 103, just for an example. Like I said, the temperatures start to wane off, but they don't wane off in the way that you expect, kind of like entering a fall season kind of thing, because Florida doesn't have fall. We have summer and pre-summer. We have boil and pre-boil. It's pretty much what we have. And that's pretty much what to expect going into these next months. So normally I post videos like every other day, normally. With hurricane season stuff coming up, chances are videos might be getting a little delayed just because of if my power goes out kind of thing. Well, I can't really work and I gotta save my phone battery kind of thing, you know. But I'm not here to make excuses for that stuff. I'm just here to talk to you guys about the peak season in Florida, which is hot, very, very, very hot, very humid. Oh my God, the humidity will never die down. The humidity is always gonna be there. I mean, humidity wanes off in like November and it won't be so humid out. It'll actually be comfortable. But like the best seasons, in my opinion, and this is I'm no travel person, agent thing, whatever, but I think the best time to visit Florida, in my opinion, is like end of October, beginning of November, and like April-ish. That's like my opinion, like March, April, because it's not so disgustingly hot out and so humid out that you feel like you're just walking through water and you need to take a shower the moment you step outside. It actually feels comfortable out. It actually feels good. But I'm not a travel dude. I'm not a travel gal. I'm not here to give you advice on that. But I'm here to talk to you, like I said, about the peak season of Florida. So Florida is probably going to get smashed with a few hurricanes this year. I mean, they're predicting a pretty active year in terms of overall hurricane activity. I think they were saying like we're expected to get like 3 or 4 major hurricanes, which is a Cat 3 and up, and a few other minor, I'm driving, I can't really put quotations up, but minor hurricanes, which means like Cat 1s, Cat 2s, which are just pretty much rain with a name. I've already made a video about that. But that's pretty much what our predicted active season is. And it's pretty on par with what we get. We're pretty much predicted 3 to 4 major hurricanes a year, sometimes 2, maybe. But pretty much like we're expected to get smashed. Pretty much in general is what we're guaranteed. It's almost a guarantee that we're gonna get smashed. And that guy's tire just blew on the side of the road, so that sucks. Damn, that sucks. But anyways, what can you expect? Like I said, yeah, it's gonna be hot, it's gonna be humid. The temperatures are start to wane off in the 3rd, 4th week of August, basically towards the end of the month. It'll start to get let me do this real quick. It'll start to get colder out. And what I mean by colder, it's not 115 heat index out. It's 100 out with the heat index kind of thing. So pretty much that's what you should be expecting, what to expect in Florida entering its peak season. We're gonna get a bunch of rain, so it'll be cooler out, but not to the extent that I would like. But I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you all take care. If you do like these kind of videos, as always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new. And if you're from Florida, take to the comments, let me know. If you're from a different part of the state or a different part of the country that gets a rainy season, let me know. Love to hear from you guys. So I hope you guys have a great day. Hope y'all take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video, y'all. Have a good one.